What's up, Jaguars? Mr. Crowder here. You're looking at a blank sheet of paper because I'm going to show you guys how to write some dialogue. I thought we'd take a little break from the play today and talk about kind of some of the choices that the authors have made and why they have included things the way they have. Now, we have to remember that even though the Diary of Anne Frank is a true story based on real things, we are reading a quote-unquote fictionalized or fake version of the diary in this play. And so I thought it'd be a fun little exercise to get us to think about how the authors chose to write this. And one of the things I wanted to do was have you guys write some dialogue. So I want you to take a conversation that you had, a couple of, whatever, and think about how to structure that as a play. So if we were thinking about how the class works or just a general conversation I might have, I'm going to start with my name, and then I'm going to hit colon. I'm going to space over, and then I don't need to use quotes. Even though I'm talking, this is a play, I don't need to use quotes. So I'm just going to say, if I could talk, good morning, class. And then I'm going to hit return twice. And then I'm going to just make somebody up. Let's say Jack, colon, space. And they say, good morning, comma, Mr. Crowder, period. Return. And then I said, today we are going to talk about the author choices in the play. Please open your book to page, let's just say 104, period. And then Jack responds, and he says, Mr. Crowder, I have a question. I respond, go ahead, period. So you see, all I'm doing is I'm taking a conversation that we would normally have, and I'm writing it as a play, which we have to remember, we are still reading a play that's based on a true story. So it is slightly fictionalized. So for today's assignment, I'm really interested to have you guys take a conversation that you had with your friends and write it like dialogue, like it's a play. So you guys see what I'm doing here. I'm talking, colon, I don't need to put quotation marks. They're responding, so this made-up person named Jack, colon, they're responding there. It's important that you guys get the functionality of this right, the way it looks, the format. And again, this is kind of just a different assignment, something maybe a little bit, goofy or fun, but it's something that I want you guys to practice. It's something that might be useful to you, but I also want you to think about how the authors then went about writing this play. They made choices to do so. They made choices to write about some of the arguments that they might be having in the annex where they're hiding. They wrote stage directions, which we're not going to talk about right now, but everything that you see in the textbook that is italicized or in italics or different font is what they call stage directions. So if I was to write some stage directions, I could put Mr. Crowder gestures with his hands. And then I would go back, highlight it, and italicize it. And that's how you write stage directions. So I want you guys just to write a couple lines, 4 or 5 lines of a conversation you recently had, and I want you to write it like a play. Something a little bit different, something a little bit fun. And then tomorrow, we'll get back to the play. If you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, complaints, you know how to find me. Have a great day, guys.